Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Miranda and I would love it if you subscribed and joined me. And if you're back, thank you guys so much for coming back. I appreciate you guys. So today's topic is failure. Now, failure can be extremely soul crushing and just devastating. But the only thing we can change about our failures is the way we react. And oftentimes the way we react is literally the whole point of failing. Today, I'm just giving some tips and tricks on how to make peace with your failure and how to pretty much forgive and forget. Move forward. So let's just jump right into it. Failure is inevitable. It happens to all of us. Literally, it happens all the time. And failure is really different for every person. What I think is a failure to me could not be a failure to someone else. It could be actually a success to someone else. It's all about our perception, but if you believe that you failed, then you have the right to react and you have the right to feel like you failed. But the thing is, the way we react to our failures is literally the biggest piece of the puzzle. The actual failure itself literally has nothing to do with our self-growth or love. It's all about how we react and what we do about it. The first thing you should do if you fail is separate yourself from the failure. Do not put all the blame on yourself. You have to evaluate all angles and you have to be unbiased about it. Look at it like you're looking at a science experiment or like you're looking at someone else's work. What happened? Why did it fail? Do not say, well, it's my fault that it failed because I'm just terrible and I just can't do anything right. No. That will only lower your self-confidence and that will only lead to you not moving forward. And that's the worst thing you can do. Making it personal will greatly affect your self-love and growth. And so we do not want to do that. Do not make it personal. Look at it unbiasedly. Look at it from all angles and separate yourself from this failure. The second part, and probably the most important part, is to analyze and reflect. Analyzing and reflecting is literally the solution to everything in life. Analyze from all angles, like I said. Reflect. What went wrong? Why did it go wrong? What can I do about this? How can this failure help me learn more about myself and about what I'm doing? What parts of this were in your control and what parts were not in your control? Because that can greatly affect how the event went, how the failure came about. So evaluate from all angles and reflect. How can I fix this? How can I learn from this? What can I do to improve? If you let your failure define you and you stop as soon as you fail, you will never succeed. I take a lot of inspiration from other people who have done great things, and them talking about their failures really helps me, because if they stopped when they failed, we would not have the technology, we would not have the world that we live in today. These people failed probably way more times than they can count, but did they let it define them? No. And they kept moving forward, and that's why we have all the things that we have now. Things like our phones and even electricity and all of these wonderful things that we now can't live without were created through millions of failures. So that's what motivates me, honestly, to analyze and reflect, because I'm like, okay, how can I keep going forward? That ties into the third point, which is do not dwell or obsess over your failures. Dwelling and obsessing in your failures is doing nothing to help you move forward. Obsessing over it will not change the outcome. It is still your failure. It is still a failure, even if you obsess. So it's not going to help you in any way. We have to be making positive steps in the right direction, which is forward. We have to be keeping the energy and momentum going in the right direction. The fourth part of this is you have to make a positive plan, and you have to make a plan to move forward. I keep saying keep moving forward and moving forward because that's really important. Every time I say that phrase, I think about Meet the Robinsons, the movie. If you haven't seen it, it's really cute. It's about this boy who basically sees what his life would be like if he let his failure define him, and he sees how his life is when he keeps moving forward. And he gets to compare those, like, what, if I stop now, this is what life is going to be. And he ended up helping lots of people, but it's an animated movie. It's really cute, really funny. I like animated movies because I'm like a child. You should definitely watch it. But anyways, moving forward is the only possible outcome that we can take from our failure. You have to find healthy ways to cope with it. You have to make a plan And it doesn't have to be right away. Oftentimes when we fail, we want time to reflect, to collect our thoughts, to really analyze and think about things. But you need to make a positive plan to move forward so that you can get the success that you want. Our question of the day today is, what is something you do in times of failure? How do you react? Me personally, I take probably about a day or two to just kind of think and just kind of feel and just kind of analyze, like, okay, what happened? I definitely make plans. I'm a visual person, like I've said a million times in my videos. So me writing down what happened, how can I fix this, and looking for inspiration in other people. Oftentimes, a lot of the things we're trying to do, other people have done them in some aspect. So what can we learn from others, and what can we learn from others' failures? That's really what I do when I fail. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you in some aspect. I hope that if you're going through a failure, or if you're trying to work through failure, that this has helped you, motivate you in some way. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.